There's a white powder sitting in millions of American kitchens, and yet 90% of us have no idea it could extend our life. It's not a drug, it's not expensive, and it's not new. In fact, your grandmother probably used it for everything, from cleaning teeth, calming her stomach, to soaking tired feet. But here's the shocker. New science shows baking soda might even slow down kidney disease. And that's not a rumor. It's a real study from the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology. So why aren't we using it? Why do we let this simple 50-cent box sit in the back of our cabinet when it could help our digestion, joints, feet, even our breath? If you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, and you've been feeling more bloated lately, or your kidneys aren't working as well as they used to, or your mouth just doesn't feel as fresh anymore, you might want to give this video 5 minutes. Just 5. That's all it takes to learn how to turn this humble kitchen powder into one of the best health helpers you've overlooked. We'll walk through 5 real research-backed benefits of baking soda, how to use it safely, and how to add it to your weekly routine, without gimmicks, hype, or weird promises. And don't worry, this isn't one of those miracle videos. We'll keep it real, simple, and most importantly, safe. So before you toss that old yellow box, watch this first. Comment your age below. Hit like if you've ever tried baking soda for anything. And subscribe if you believe in practical, proven health. Let's open the lid on one of the most overlooked medicines in your home. 1. The Acid Whisperer, baking soda for your stomach. Imagine this. It's 2 a.m. You wake up with that burning sensation crawling up your chest. You reach for water, but it doesn't help. You sit up, hoping gravity will calm your stomach. It doesn't. Now picture this instead. You reach for half a teaspoon of baking soda, mix it into a glass of water, drink it slowly, and within minutes the burn starts to fade. Sounds too simple? Well, here's what most seniors don't know. Baking soda is a natural antacid. Chemically, it's sodium bicarbonate. When it hits your stomach acid, it neutralizes it almost instantly. And this isn't folk medicine, it's science. The Mayo Clinic actually lists baking soda as a temporary remedy for acid indigestion and heartburn. No pink liquids, no chalky tablets, just chemistry that works. Now, we're not saying you should replace your doctor's advice, but for occasional relief, especially at night, a 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon in 4 ounces of water can help. And here's the twist. The older we get, the less acid our stomach produces. That means food takes longer to digest. It lingers, ferments, and causes pressure, leading to reflux. So sometimes, adding a little base can restore the balance. Real-life example? Meet Mr. Carl. He's 72, lives in Nebraska, and loves his chili. But after a spicy dinner, sleep used to be impossible. Now he keeps a little baking soda water by the bedside. No more tossing, no more gasping. But here's the safety tip. Don't use this daily. And if you have high blood pressure or are on a low-sodium diet, talk to your doctor first. Still, if used wisely, baking soda might just become your midnight hero. And that's just the beginning. Next up, what if we told you this powder can help your kidneys stay younger? 2. The Kidney Protector. How baking soda helps your filters. Let's start with a question. What if one of the simplest pantry items could slow down the aging of your kidneys? Sounds wild, right? But here's the deal. Your kidneys are 2 hard-working filters. They clean your blood, they manage fluid and salt balance. And as we age, especially after 60, they start to wear down. Millions of seniors in the U.S. live with chronic kidney disease, or CKD. Many don't even know it until it's too late. So where does baking soda come in? In 2009, researchers in the UK ran a study on patients with stage 4 CKD. They gave one group small doses of sodium bicarbonate, yes, baking soda. The result? Their kidney function declined 2 to 3 slower than those who didn't take it. Let that sink in. A basic compound slowed down kidney damage. Why? Because in CKD, the body often builds up acid, something called metabolic acidosis. That acid wears down tissues, bones, organs. But baking soda? It buffers the acid. Just like in the stomach, it brings balance back. Meet Linda. She's 69, lives in rural Texas. Her doctor noticed early-stage CKD during a routine check. Alongside her meds, she started a low-dose baking soda routine under doctor supervision. 1 year later, her numbers were steady. Now, this isn't a cure, and it's not for everyone. But if you have mild to moderate kidney issues and your doctor says it's safe, this might be a low-cost way to protect those two silent heroes inside you. A quick warning: never self-dose without blood work. This only works if you have acidosis, not if your pH is already normal. And never replace prescribed treatments. But as far as overlooked medicines go, this one has real science behind it. Up next, can this same powder clean your mouth and protect your teeth better than store-bought toothpaste? 3. The dental detox, baking soda for oral health. Let's play a quick game. What's the most used over-the-counter item in American bathrooms? Toothpaste, right? Now here's a twist. Long before toothpaste became a billion-dollar business, people brushed with one thing, baking soda. And guess what? Science still says it works. Baking soda is mildly abrasive. That means it gently scrubs away plaque without damaging your enamel. It also neutralizes acids in the mouth, acids that bacteria love. And here's the real deal. Acid is the enemy of your teeth. It wears down the protective coating. It creates little holes, yes, cavities. Baking soda helps restore pH balance, making your mouth less friendly to harmful bacteria. According to the Journal of Clinical Dentistry, toothpaste with baking soda were significantly more effective at removing plaque and whitening teeth than non-baking soda pastes. Now meet Helen. She's 75 and has always had sensitive gum. Her dentist suggested a switch. Use a soft brush and dip it into a pinch of baking soda twice a week. Within weeks, the bleeding reduced. Her breath improved, and her smile, brighter than ever. Want a pro tip? You can even make a simple mouthwash. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a cup of warm water. Swish for 30 seconds. It helps reduce bacteria and freshens breath without the alcohol burn. But wait, don't go overboard. Too much baking soda too often can wear down enamel. So use it as a complement, not a replacement. Once or twice a week is enough. Oh, and don't forget to see your dentist. Even the best home routine can't replace regular checkups. Now, we've covered your stomach, kidneys, and teeth. But what if baking soda could also help you breathe better? Coming up next, the breath booster. Can baking soda support lung health? Or the breath booster. Can baking soda support lung health? Imagine you're walking up the stairs, just 10 steps in and your chest feels tight. You pause, struggling to catch your breath. Now imagine this. A simple ingredient in your kitchen might help ease that burden. Baking soda. Here's the science. When we breathe, our body maintains a delicate acid-alkaline balance, also called pH. If blood becomes too acidic, it can affect how oxygen travels through your system. That's where baking soda steps in. Sodium bicarbonate, the real name of baking soda, is an alkaline compound. It can help buffer acidity in the blood. This process is called systemic alkalinization. In fact, the medical world already uses this idea. People with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, or metabolic acidosis are sometimes prescribed bicarbonate to reduce blood acidity. According to research from the Annals of the American Thoracic Society, buffering blood pH may improve respiratory muscle function and reduce fatigue in some lung conditions. Now let's meet Joe. He's 68 and has mild COPD. He takes his medication, but on cold days he still struggles. His doctor didn't prescribe baking soda, but Joe read a study, asked permission, and began sipping a small dose of baking soda water 3 times a week. Just 1/4 teaspoon in a cup of warm water. It didn't replace his meds, but over time he noticed less chest tightness and more energy during walks. Important, this is not a magic bullet. Baking soda isn't a replacement for asthma inhalers or medical care. But in low doses, when guided by your doctor, it might support your body's natural balance. If you're thinking of trying it, Here's a safe routine. A quarter teaspoon in 1 cup of water, no more than 2 to 3 times per week. Always take it at least 2 hours away from medications. Why the spacing? Because baking soda can affect how some pills are absorbed. If you have high blood pressure, kidney issues, or are on a sodium-restricted diet, check with your physician first. Now, lungs are important. But what about the brain? Can baking soda have a role there too? You're about to find out in the final item, the brain buffer. Is there a link between baking soda and mental clarity? 5. The brain buffer. Is there a link between baking soda and mental clarity? It starts slowly. You walk into the kitchen and forget why you went there. Names slip your mind. You lose track mid-sentence. For millions over 60, these little moments become daily worries. Now here's a question. Could something as humble as baking soda play a role in protecting brain function? Let's connect the dots. Your brain is an oxygen-hungry organ. To stay sharp, it needs proper blood flow, ideal pH levels, and minimal inflammation. And here's where baking soda quietly steps in. Studies in cellular neuroscience suggest that acid-base imbalance, especially a drop in blood pH, can reduce cognitive performance and worsen neurological conditions. In patients with chronic kidney disease, low bicarbonate levels are linked to poor mental function. And that's no coincidence. When the body becomes more acidic, brain cells may not communicate as effectively. Inflammation rises, and the ability to detox harmful proteins, like the ones seen in Alzheimer's, declines. Now let's meet Marcia. She's 72, active, and still volunteers at her local library, but over the past year she felt foggy, not quite herself. After ruling out vitamin deficiencies, her doctor found low serum bicarbonate level. He didn't prescribe meds, just recommended adding leafy greens and drinking a small amount of baking soda water twice a week. Within months, she felt sharper. Her sleep improved. And while it wasn't magic, it was a turning point. Let's be clear, baking soda won't cure dementia, but for some, maintaining healthy bicarbonate levels may support better brain chemistry, blood pH, and reduce silent inflammation. If you're curious, a safe dose looks like this. 1/4 teaspoon in 8 oz of water, no more than 2,000 times per week. Take it in the morning, away from meals or pills. Always discuss with your healthcare provider, especially if you're on blood pressure medication or have kidney concerns. Think of baking soda as a supportive tool, not a miracle cure. It works best when paired with hydration, movement, and sleep. Now that you've seen how one humble powder may support your stomach, kidneys, teeth, lungs, and even your mind, let's pull it all together into a simple daily routine. Coming up next, the 5-step baking soda routine. Easy, safe, and senior-friendly. Routine guide. Here's a simple weekly routine if you want to try baking soda safely. On Monday and Thursday mornings after breakfast, stir a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda into a glass of water. Drink it slowly. This helps gently neutralize stomach acid and supports your body's pH balance. Twice a week, try a mouth rinse. Add just a pinch of baking soda to half a cup of warm water. Swish it in your mouth for 30 seconds. It's a natural way to freshen breath and clean between the gums. On weekends, give your feet a treat. Add 2 tablespoons of baking soda to a small tub of warm water. Soak your feet for 15 minutes while you relax with music or a book. It soothes tired muscles and helps remove odor naturally. And if your doctor recommends it, test your kidney function every 6 months. That way you know baking soda is helping, not harming your balance. Small steps, big changes. Keep it simple. Keep it steady. Your body will thank you. Safety reminder. Before you add baking soda to your daily routine, let's pause for a safety check. Baking soda may seem harmless, but it's still a chemical compound. Too much can stress your kidneys or raise your blood pressure, especially if you already have heart or kidney issues. That's why doctors recommend using no more than a 1/4 teaspoon per day, and not every day. For most people, 2 or 3 times a week is enough. If you're already on medications, like for blood pressure or digestion, talk to your doctor first. Baking soda can interact with some medicines and make them less effective. And here's a smart tip. Get your basic blood test every 6 to 12 months, especially your kidney function markers. That way you stay on top of your health and use baking soda wisely. It's not about using more, it's about using it right. Recap. So let's wrap it all up. Baking soda may be simple, but it's surprisingly powerful. It can calm your stomach when indigestion hits. It helps neutralize acids that wear down your teeth. It supports oral hygiene by reducing harmful bacteria. It freshens breath better than most expensive mouthwashes. And when used carefully, it may even support kidney balance. Not bad for something that costs less than a cup of coffee. But remember, it's not magic. It's a helpful tool, not a cure-all. Start small, be consistent, talk to your doctor, and most of all, stay curious, stay informed, and keep choosing health every day. If this video helped you, leave a comment with your age and how you use baking soda. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and save this to your health playlist. Until next time, live bright, live long, and take care of yourself.